Welcome everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com, and I have another entry for my 2024 art journal. Although this looks really complicated, it's quite easy by just layering some elements. I'm starting off with a disc of white cardstock, and I've cut that from the nested circles from Simon Says Stamp in a 4-inch size. And I'm also using the Tim Holtz Snapshots from Idea-ology, and I've chosen one to work with, and I'm going to be cutting this with the die so it'll fit onto my disc. I'm also trimming off the right edge of the border of the photo. To adhere this onto my disc, I'm using my Simon Says Stamp Craft Tacky Glue. This gives me a little bit of time to move this around and to make sure I have it aligned correctly. I'm also using a sheet from the Tim Holtz Idea-ology Transparencies, and I've picked one out that I want to use for my project. And I'm also going to be die cutting this for the right edge of my disc. I'm also using the Tim Holtz Organic Layers, and these are beautiful flowers and leaves that you can put together. And I'm going to start building up underneath where that acetate is going to go. And so I'm going to glue this flower onto the right side. I'm going to place it to where it overlaps slightly onto that snapshot, but it fills in that upper area of my journal page. The next piece is a beautiful leafy branch, and I'm going to set this just to the left at the bottom, and this is going to sit just under those ladies so they're peeking out from behind. And now I'm getting ready to put that acetate on top, and I'm going to be using this ticket piece as a bridge to connect those two layers. And once again, I'm using my Simon Says Stamp Craft Tacky Glue. I've just added some to the back, and I'll place this on top and make sure everything is aligned well. Next, I'm using my Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, and I'm just putting a few of those staples around to secure my acetate. I'm adding another leafy branch to the right side, and this will balance out my layout. So once I have that glue applied, I can press this down. I'm punching a hole at the very top, and I'm using my old CROP-A-DILE since it will go through many layers. And finally, I'm adding some final details, and this is a sentiment strip from Simon Says Stamp. And I'm going to slide this right under the acetate so it has an additional layer. I have one last piece of ephemera to add to my layout, and I'm using a little bit of foam squares from Simon Says Stamp on this butterfly for a little bit of dimension. And finally, I can add a little bit of twine and slide this onto my ring clip to join my other journal page for 2024. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I do have all my supplies listed in the description box below, along with a link to our blog post for additional information. And as always, thanks so much for watching.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at SimonsSaysStamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.